open at the Max, where Zack is conducting a take-home algebra test. Since AskJeeves.com has not been invented yet, our young scholar is struggling because, after all, this is Zack Morris, and why study when you can buy your way into the good graces of maintaining academic standing?
You've got to be there. You're the team captain.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sending somebody else in my place.
Slater, Jesse, and Kelly plead with Zack to put his extra canoodling activities aside because he's all of a sudden captain of the Bayside basketball team. Zack pays it no mind and sends Screech in his place to the rally, whom about looks like anorexic Ric Flair from pro wrestling in a wig worse than William Shatner's.
Call me Running Zack!
Then again, considering pretty much anything Mr. Belding has fallen for, this will probably slide.
Air nerd is more like it.
Lisa cannot attend, for she is assisting her mother, volunteering as a Candy Girl ambassador for Sweet Stripes Candy.
You got a job painting stripes on candy canes?
I'm not sure which member of the Tuttle family we should be pointing the finger at. On one hand, you have her mother, whom doesn't realize that her life moves pretty fast, and if Lisa doesn't stop and look around and attend her after-school activities, she could miss it.
Want to be a better person? You can start by taking my algebra test.
And there is Lisa, whom is being her usual snobbish self, whom only gets involved if the mood strikes her.
Like my mother. She says that volunteering at the hospital will make me a better person.
Ah, fuck the rally. Let's just fast forward to the championship game featuring Coach Mini-Me.
Time for the pregame pep talk. Gather around him.
He must be represented by the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
Okay?
Mr. Belding moves in, and the game hasn't even started, and comes in like Stormin' Norman, pushing forward with the violent full-court press, literally killing Zack Morris in the process.
Oh, sir! You all right? Yeah.
Nah, it's only a flesh wound.
I got it. Oh, no, I can't.
Now, say, for example, this was you in high school and you have sustained a serious injury during a high school athletic event. Who would you rather have by your side? Your parents, which is the most logical answer, or the most incompetent bozo in the history of scholastics?
Look out! Lady with the baby! Hey, Screech, just slow down.
Well, Zack went with the most available hired hand possible because despite undergoing a major injury, Zack's parents never come to his aid during this troubling time.
It's just a little accident. See, Zack and I, well, we just kind of bumped into each other.
Screech doesn't help Zack's condition much either, practically tying to shatter his leg every chance he gets. What's next? Is his attending surgeon going to be Dr. Nick Riviera from The Simpsons?
Doctor, what's wrong? Don't you know where to make the incision?
All right, Nick, don't panic. Think back to med school. The knee bone's connected to the something. The something's connected to the red thing. The red thing's connected to my wristwatch. Uh-oh.
Mr. Belding comes to the realization he only gets a year off from this leech whom shakes down this school getting what he wants, like it Bayside was the Bank of America.
Dr. Caro, surgery.
While Dr. Tuttle chimes in to give the bad news to everyone in Zack's family, but Zack that he injured his knee and will need to spend the night for observation.
Zack, that's awful. Won't you be scared?
No, I think I'll manage.
You know, allowing healthcare workers everywhere avoiding conversations with annoying outsiders about protected health information.
Now, after you check Zack in, run up to pediatrics and help change diapers. Oh, and then see if you can find Mrs. Fike's false teeth.
Well, why do I have to do all that work when this place is full of people just lying around doing nothing?
I guess HIPAA rules do not apply to sitcom hospital settings.
Of course.
If they did, any attempt to conceal private health information would just result in awkward silences. Meanwhile, Mr. Belding is getting ready to pack his bags as he is going on a guilt trip.
Try and smooth things over with the plaintiff.
Well, you know, sir, I am sort of struggling with my math take-home test, and I'd hate to fail it because of a recent accident.
It was no accident. It's obvious to everyone you never liked him.
Ah.
The gang check up on Zack in the hospital as Kelly asks if there is anything they can get for Zack.
How about a broccoli Slurpee?
No thanks. I got everything I need, thank you.
Meanwhile, gets a message from Florence Nightingale After all, she is the one who invented the Boeing.
How's my favorite patient?
Oh, fine, Monique. Oh, except for that pesky cramp in my lower neck.
You're not sick, you're dangerous.
When the gang exits the room, Dr. Turtle comes in and informs Zack he will be needing surgery.
Surgery? What, you mean you're gonna cut me open?
Oh, Zack, it's just a small incision right behind the knee. In a few weeks, you'll be fine.
Guessing this is payback for the one time Zack poured out Lisa in the Lisa Card episode.
Rest? How can I rest? They're gonna hack Zack.
Mr. Belding, well, it appears Mr. Belding is breaking his code of ethics by doing his homework for him.
Thank goodness. Kelly, what do you know about advanced algebra?
I know enough not to take the course.
You know, I'm pretty sure you have the power of attorney to grant Zack a medical leave of absence to allow him to complete his coursework.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
This is not my fault.
Please, Mr. Belding, lay off that new and improved guilt. This is going nowhere fast.
On to the judge.
Next day at the hospital, the gang come in and basically recap everything told to us about Zack's upcoming surgery.
Scrooge, come on, it's just knee surgery. Not that worried.
No, Kay, there's no need to repeat yourself. I ignored you just fine the first time.
Operation's not the end of the world. Everybody has to go through it sometime, right?
Screech again tries to commit a premedicated death by posturpedic.
Oh no, Screech, that's a...
Ooh, Screech, we love you so much that they would provide you with an alibi in the event your crazy ass snaps. The gang leaves and Zack falls asleep and dreams of Dr. Turtle avenging her daughter's dignity by pulling off the perfect crime.
Where are we going?
Well, to heaven. And since there are two of us, we can take the carpool lane. First, I have to sprinkle you with this heavenly dark dust.
Scary, in this altered reality, everyone looks like Screech.
And soon you'll look like me, too.
Ah, you're kidding. Right?
That's enough for me to convert to atheism.
Okay, but I'm not making any toilet stops.
Zack pleads for a chance to see his friends just one last time, and because he is the creator of all sitcom time and space, his wish is granted.
Hey guys, I'm here. Hey guys.
However, he gets to see his friends have a funeral where they roast him as the best douche ever, where he is honored at the scene of early Bayside crimes. Mr. Belding leads the funeral procession, but gets all choked up over Zack Morris.
It is now time to dedicate this locker to Zack's memory.
Seriously, Belding, let go of the people who dull your shine, poison your spirit, and bring you drama.
Where he's gone, you can't follow.
So's what that big doofus knows.
Rejoice in this joyous occasion. Cancel your subscription to their issues. What's even more frightening is we get introduced to two Screeches. That's what I get for my curiosity for watching an episode of the new class. Now look who we let into this dimension.
Who's that?
Well, that's Screech. He's my best friend. Known him my whole life.
Pretty handsome dude.
Zack awakens and figures the only way to avoid Screech apocalypse now is to sneak out posing as a surgeon with a bad leg.
Good evening, nurse. Sorry. No time for chit-chat.
But doctor...
No. I'm off to surgery. I have to go remove someone's, neck.
For an injured fellow, he sure does get around all right. Either their registration system is down, or the whole staff has gone completely oblivious as to who Zack Morris is, as he is able to freely walk about undetected as an undercover surgeon.
Wait!
Yes.
Being a surgeon, well, it's simple, Zack. You tell them, just take everything out and put the good stuff back in.
What do I do? The patient in room 312 is having chills.
Put him next to a guy with a fever.
Nurse, be sure to get on the internet, go to surgery.com, scroll down, and click on the Are You Totally Lost icon. The disguise is paying off dividends until he makes his way down Creepy Corner, where he encounters a nurse who's so hot on committing statutory rape.
You weren't leaving, were you?
Uh-oh.
Really, what is the NBC writer's obsession of putting youth in molestary situations?
Not without saying goodbye.
Oh, no.
Are there no statutory rape laws in Saved by the Bell?
No, of course not. Goodbye.
It must have been good enough for her, but comes out cheap and tacky on his end, as he ends up with drawn-on lips all over his mask.
Oh, man, that is one sick lady.
At least they are keeping it sanitized and practicing proper safe smooching. Lisa finds Zack and berates him for trying to escape the vile clutches of Dr. Hackamoff.
Lisa, what if something goes wrong in the operating room? What if
Honey, you have got the best surgeon in LA working on you.
Relax, Zack. She's not a surgeon, but she's watched a few surgical videos on Faces of Death. You should be fine.
You're right.
Yeah, everything is fine, Zack. I hear you're being paired with a surgeon who often cuts himself while shaving.
I'll be okay.
He's got a great aim.
Please, God, take care of my friend.
Still, she knows of Zack's misdeeds and prays her mother does not kill him quickly.
Well, as Lisa would say, am I a 10 or what?
Dr. Tuttle then enters, ready to go, all dressed in her surgical gown. Since all untrained personnel are allowed in admittance to Zack's horror show, Lisa gets a front row seat.
If you should happen to wake up, I'll just clubber you over the head with my trusty mallet.
You know, I once believed these NBC writers were oblivious to the high school life and culture. Now they are just as oblivious into the world of modern day healthcare.
Look, Mom, Zack is my patient, and I want to be with him. I'm not just here to have fun. I have responsibilities.
Let's rock and roll!
The surgery is complete, with the rest of the gang entering in Zack's room, later offering to sign his cast.
Sure, I'll sign right here under your picture of a dollhouse and smiley kitten saying, "Come home soon."
Aw, easy on the leg, girls. You don't know how infected and fucked up that leg is. Slater enters the room with a novelty-sized basketball because that's what all get-well patients whom can barely walk and retrieve would want in their room.
Also a good way to get nurses. Watch.
Lisa has an epiphany regarding helping others because the writers were getting tired of her being a prude, stuck-up fashion bitch. Amen, NBC.
Hey, she's tough, but she's good.
Thus, our episode ends with Screech in another failed assassination attempt to take out Zack Morris.
Oh, Screech!
Something tells me this episode took place inside the mind of Zack Morris, much like James Stewart in the movie Rear Window, where Zack feels everyone is out to get him.
Oh, Screech!